Hello, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel, Literary Love 123, where I combine my master's in English with my passion for the horror genre to talk about the books that I read. Today's video is my mid-year favorites video. So after this quick intro, I'll be right back to talk about my favorite books of the year so far. I have 6 books that I'm going to talk about in this video that are my favorite books of 2025 so far. Not all of these books were released in 2025, but they are all books that I have read in 2025. I'm going to just do some buzzwords for these books because a lot of them I already have vlogs or other videos dedicated to the book. So I know you don't want to hear me repeat myself. And for one of the books that I don't have a review or vlog for yet, I'm going to have an upcoming deep dive video. So without further ado, let's get into my top 6 books of 2025 so far. So the first one is Hungerstone by Kat Dunn, a queer feminist retelling of Sheridan Le Fanu's Carmilla. I will be linking a vlog where I talked about this book and another book, The Lamb by Lucy Rose, a coming of horror story that is folklorish, fairy tale like, and features cannibalism and some of the most gut wrenching passages that I've read in a long time. The next book that I want to talk about is The Night Parade by Ronald Malfi. I have a video where I talk about The Night Parade and another of Malfi's books. This book is apocalyptic, a father-daughter relationship, a cross-country trip, and also made me cry in a couple of parts. And the next book that has made my top 6 of 2025 is my recent read of Night Film by Marisha Pessl. You can see all these tabs and see why I want to do a dedicated video all about Night Film. This book gives me House of Leaves meets Twin Peaks vibe. It is a mystery. It is a suspense. It has horror elements. It has mixed media. So we're following a reporter and a couple of his acquaintances that are helping him solve or try to solve the mystery of this controversial, elusive director's daughter's death. And it is just expertly written in a way that, again, like I said, made me think of House of Leaves because you have mixed media, you have this mystery, you have someone who's trying to figure out what's real and what isn't, you have commentary on other people's works of art, like the director whose daughter it opens up with her death. You have information about his movies and questions about what is real versus what is a fantasy, what is reality versus fiction, what is memory versus just something that you thought you knew but you didn't, or you thought you saw but you didn't. It blurs the line and calls into question how sure we can be of what we think we know. There's a lot going on in this book, so if that sounds like your jam, then I recommend you pick it up. The next book on my top reads of 2025 so far is Dark Matter by Michelle Paver. It is polar gothic. It deals with isolation, hauntings, has some very eerie, very creepy passages. You can find out more about it in my Polar Gothic series, and I will link that video down in the description box below, where I go into detail about my experience with dark matter. And then finally, rounding out this top 6 favorites of the year so far is Model Home by Rivers Solomon. Model Home has elements of literary horror, psychological horror, a haunted house, but also a haunted family. It deals with race and racism, class, identity, trauma, family secrets, mental health, queer identity, and it is creepy. It is dark. It's metaphorical or allegorical. So if you enjoy those elements, then you may enjoy this book. The prose is very evocative, it's very beautifully written. It is challenging, as in the content of the book. So be sure to be aware of that before you go into it. So this concludes my 6 top reads of 2025 so far. I would love to know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, even if you hated them. Just be respectful. I would love to know what your top reads of 2025 are so far. Thank you so much for watching. I would appreciate it if you would hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell so we can continue to talk about books together. Thank you again for watching. Bye.